Well, it's all about Australia, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, Australia here at Junior Eurovision for the first time. We saw them in Vienna as well, and we agreed after Vienna with SBS that we would like them to come back next year. They were incredibly enthusiastic participants in Vienna, did extremely well, sent a really top quality act, came fifth, were welcomed by the audience, welcomed by the broadcasters as well who took part in the competition, and SBS said to us afterwards, we'd love to come back. We thought this was great. We really love this. They had a huge reaction in Australia as well. And so we discussed it with them, and we want enthusiastic participants at Eurovision. We want to extend this to be a more global event. We're all about connecting countries, and we need that more than ever right now. And so we agreed with SBS that they would return next year, and it's been greeted very enthusiastically.
A more global event, does that also mean that there are other countries on the radar outside of Europe perhaps who might join in later?
Well, at the moment it's just Australia. They are an associate member of the EBU. Obviously the competition is open to members of the EBU. Australia have had a special relationship with the Eurovision Song Contest, as you know. They've been showing it for over 30 years on SBS. They've shown the Junior Eurovision Song Contest since it began, and there's a lot of European connections in Australia, less so with other countries that are associate members of the EBU. But it's not something currently that we're considering, but it's also not something that we're ruling out. We're about globalization now. The world is connected by the internet, as you know very well with your website, and more people are watching the Eurovision Song Contest online and around the world, and we're looking at ways of making it bigger and better and just extending it. We've had 60 great years, and we have to constantly look at ways of reinventing the brand, and at the moment it's just Australia. China, of course, are showing the competition. Mango TV showed it live for the very first time. They're going to do that again next year. So, we're building up interest in other countries, definitely.
Were you worried that bringing this news now was going to take away any attention from the junior event that we are at right now?
Far from it, actually. We're announcing this week, partly in conjunction with SBS, because this suits their announcement of their winter schedule. But also, it's great to have Australia here at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. And with all the attention that the Eurovision Song Contest gets, it offers us a wider promotional platform as well for the great event that we're going to see on Saturday night here in Sofia, because Australia are here, and we're now talking to the media all over the world about Australia coming back next year, and we're telling them also that Australia are here at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. So in fact, it really helps, I think, in terms of promoting this event as well, and we're very keen on doing that, joining these events together, the Eurovision family of events, including the young musicians and the young dancers, and so we hope that actually it will help promote this event as well, announcing it this week.
Was this one of the reasons why Australia changed places today for the rehearsal schedule, that they're on later a little bit today?
I don't know, to be honest with you. As far as I know, it's unrelated, but I can't comment on that. I don't know.
Okay. One final thing then. How come the EBU has decided to change their minds? Because at first they've very clearly communicated that Australia's participation in Vienna was a one-off thing, and now they're back. Well,
we saw the reaction. Essentially, we saw the reaction that Australia got. We didn't know what was going to happen when we invited them to come for the 60th. And yes, we did say, it was for a special occasion. It was to celebrate the anniversary and to reward their loyalty. But after Vienna, we saw what happened with Guy Sebastian. He had a big hit in lots of countries. He came fifth. He was welcomed by the Eurovision family, the Eurovision community. We saw the reaction that Australia got, and we saw the effort and the enthusiasm that SBS put into the competition, and we want that at the Eurovision Song Contest. From coming to the various contests, this event works and builds on enthusiasm. It relies on that enthusiasm from all the fans and all the delegations. And when you've got a country like Australia and a broadcaster like SBS, saying, look, we love this and we'd really love to come back. It really worked for our audience. We discussed it, and the reference group, who obviously decide on these matters, said, this worked. It was good. It was a success. And why not? Why not have them back again? In Vienna, when we made that decision, it was for 1 year, and then we reconsidered that. And obviously, you've got to stay fresh and to stay relevant and to keep building on the success of the competition. You have to reconsider these things, and why not? It was a big success for Australia, and obviously they're not getting a pass to the final this time. That was a special occasion. It was a special deal we did for that. They will be competing with all the other countries in the semi-finals, and they love Eurovision. They love the song contest, and we want that. We want eager, keen participants.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Hope that was all right.
Yeah.